Good news, guys. RC parking lot racing is finally back.
Excellent!
Guys, the world of RC 12-scale parking lot racing is back, and I think it's going to be hotter than ever. That's right, guys. Team Losi's come out with these great 1/12-scale four-wheel drive NASCAR replica cars. They're not really replicas. They're four-wheel drive. They are very, very different than a real NASCAR vehicle would be, but these are great for entry-level RC enthusiasts that want to get into the hobby, get a few buddies together, set up some pylons in a parking lot on a Sunday afternoon, and go rip around and race. I got my little homie Tila with me today to help us with this video. Thanks, Tila. You're the best. Say hi to everybody on YouTube. Hello. Guys, these cars are really awesome, and I am authentically excited about this because back in the 90s, we used to race Bolink Diggers, if you remember those. They were like the OG parking lot racers. Super cheap, super inexpensive, very bare bones, but they were a ton of fun to blast around with. Let's take a look at what's inside this box. Right, Tila? This is awesome. This looks just like, almost like what you'd find like a big box department store or something like that. But these kits come completely ready to run, guys. They even come with the radio, like the transmitter batteries. All you need to do is charge up your battery and head out. So the Losi NASCAR chassis is essentially a stretched out Grom chassis. It's got composite front and rear splitters, a ton of awesome licensed decals. You've got licensed bodies from Ford, GM, Toyota. It's got ball bearings throughout, fixed links, double wishbone suspension, metal gear diffs, although two of the gears in the diffs are plastic, the Sun gears, IC2 connector, and a 380 brushed motor with a cooling fan. I decided to go with the number 19 Martin Truex Jr. car because it's a Toyota Camry, and as you all know, I'm a big fan of Toyota Camrys. Again, guys, this little kit comes with everything you need. You've got the car pre-assembled, you've got your radio right here, and inside this bag, you've got your manual, slow charger, 4 AA batteries for the radio, and a charger for the LiPo that comes with the car. Have a look at that car, guys. That looks so good. These colors are incredible. And for something this size, they really did a nice job just with the scaling down of the headlight sizes, the little splitter, or sorry, the spoiler on the back. We've got a diffuser back here. We got a front splitter, just like a real NASCAR Cup car would have. The Goodyear radial tires. Wow, that looks great. There's the inside of your body. Pretty basic, a little bit of stabilization back here, or maybe that's just for the rear wing. And there's your chassis right there, guys. Really simple. We've got four-wheel independent suspension. It's four-wheel drive, and some guys were upset about that. And I know when I saw this was coming out, I kind of scoffed at it too. I'm like, four-wheel drive? Why the heck would they do that? But you know, now that you think about it, this really does make sense. Rear-wheel drive is pretty hard to drive in the world of RC. We can all admit that. Four-wheel drive is just so much easier to drive. And I think this is going to open up a whole different market, a whole segment for younger people that might not have as much fun driving a rear-wheel drive because it's just too challenging. Again, we've got ball bearings all throughout this thing. We've got a steel drive shaft taking the power from the rear of the car to the front of the car. All metal differentials, oil-filled shocks that are adjustable with a shock collar. We've got the 2-in-1 Spectrum receiver and speed controller. It does also come with a bind plug. There's a tiny little servo saver, looks like on the servo horn itself, a little 380 motor with a cooling fan integrated into the chassis. And speaking of motors, guys, it's brushed. This is not a brushless setup. We've got a nice impact absorbing front bumper up here. Lots of great looking plastics, a little bit of flex, that little bit of flex that you want. Drivetrain, sounds like steel gears, love that. And it even comes with a 2S LiPo, 30C, 1400 milliamps, decent sized little pack. It's a hard case too. IC2 connectors. The radios looks like just a simple 2-channel radio, guys. We have a steering dual rate here and steering trim. We've also got the 50, 75, 100 switch on the back. That means you can run this on 50% power, 75 or 100. So if you're just starting out and you just want to have half power, you can do it at the flick of a switch, and steering reverse as well. Radio actually fits quite comfortably in my large hand SLT2, and it's got this nice base on the bottom for you guys like to strap a camera on there and record as you go. And Losi's already got some upgrade parts available for these cars, so if you guys did want to get your hands on some, check out the links down below. I do have affiliate links to A-Main, Tower Hobbies, and Horizon Hobbies. It would help me out a ton if you guys use those links to get your 1/12 scale NASCAR cars. Enough yakking. Let's go get this thing out in the parking lot and see what it does. And one thing I didn't mention when I was at home in the studio is that the body posts and the body post holes are perfectly aligned. Like perfectly. You don't have to fuss around with it at all. It's such a small, simple little thing, but it's one of those little things that make you really happy. So as you can see behind me here, guys, I just set up a couple little pylons, some of my little parking cone doodads. And so the green ones are going to be kind of the outside of the turn. The blue ones are the inside of the turn. We got the slow-mo camera set up right here, try and capture some epic slow-mo weight transfer shots as we come out of turn 3 into turn 4. or turn 2 and turn 3. I don't know what the turns are. These aren't fast. I think they're 20 miles an hour. When RC Driver reviewed his, I think he got 21 miles per hour. So that's what you can expect out of a top speed in stock format. They're not very fast cars, but you can obviously modify the heck out of them to make them fast if that's what you want to do. Today, we're just here to turn some laps and have some fun, have some laughs, have some smiles. Let's do it. I'm gonna dial back the dual rate a little bit. I've got a little too much steering for this tight of a course. What's the short course called? What's that, Charlottesville? Where's Charlottesville this time? Short course, we don't need all that steering. Whoa! We got our drift going on there. That was not intentional. This thing handles great. Oh, there we go. Little driftage. I didn't warm up the tires or anything, guys. I just plopped it down and started running. I did no prep, no tire sauce, no nothing. Plug in the battery and went. There we go. Finally spun it out. I bet with some a little bit of suspension tuning, you can get this thing working a little bit better. Obviously, we are box stock. Opened it up, charged the battery, and headed out to the parking lot. Woo! This thing's awesome. Too cool. All right, let's try something different. Let's do something like this. Try a slalom course. Not my forte. Good.
20 years younger.
That's right. Age is just a number, they say, right? Stay out of trouble. Oh, messed that one. I hope that looked cool. I planned that shot just for you guys. So what do you guys think about the Losi 12 scale NASCAR parking lot racers? Let me know in the comments down below. It's kind of taking me back, guys. It's taking me back to that just kind of like good old fashioned RC fun. No frills racing, bare bones, inexpensive, and you know, just a lot of fun. I think the scale looks are incredible. It drives great. The price point is awesome. By the way, affiliate links down below if you want to pick some of these up. Check my links and coupon codes down in the description box beneath this video. Cons, I'd say brakes are a little bit weak. Acceleration's a little bit weak. And the only other con I could think of, guys, would be that the smart battery chargers, the IC3 smart chargers, you know, a lot of companies are doing this these days, going to proprietary batteries and charging systems. So with that smart battery, I can't use my conventional charger. I need a smart charger. I don't know what the charge time is for the battery using the kit supplied slow charger, but I spent about 2 hours editing the first half of this video while that battery was charging. And by the time I was done, yeah, hour and a half, 2 hours, bam, it was ready to go. That should give you some indicator of how quickly that battery will charge. They also say it's good for about 20 minutes of runtime. I've run for 10 or 12, so I'm gonna turn off this camera. I'm gonna go burn up some more battery pack, have some more fun off camera. Guys, thanks so much for watching.
As always, be excellent to each other.